up, 40 Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hunter x Hunter chapter 400. So before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel alone, this video are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, okay, so this is the final chapter before Hunter x Hunter goes back into hiatus, and I gotta read this here from Tagashi. It says here for the notes, Tagashi here, I'm trying to come up with a way to continue serialization without causing anyone any problems. Ooh, Tagashi, I have an idea. I do, because I've had to deal with many a series that go on hiatus. Plenty of series that go on indefinite hiatus. I got Ghost Reaper Girl. I got Heart Gears going back on there. D. Greyman I have to deal with quarterly. World Trigger is definitely the one I'm going to be referring to. But you got to stay to the end of the video because I will discuss it there. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give a brief recap, get into this chapter, give my thoughts on the chapter. And then we'll get into the hiatus stuff. And also, we'll briefly discuss our thoughts on this batch and what we want to see when Tagashi comes back. But anyways, dude, I don't know what it is between Jujutsu Kaisen and Hunter x Hunter, but damn, lawyers, man, you don't fuck with lawyers. I didn't know. I come from a family, well, my dad's side of the family is full of them. Yeah. If you know how to manipulate the law, well, to make it work in your favor, woo! See, this is why I tell people, you need to learn your laws. You need to learn your rights. Because, trust, I've had to go to court a few times against my landlord. Not this one, previous landlord. And I've had to help Brian a few times, too, when he was still alive. And the system is amazing when you know how to use it. And, oh, yeah, I had to go to, I threatened my school a few times, too. Because they were violating my rights. Let's be real. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're going to be getting today. So without further ado, let's get to it. And this chapter is titled Concealed. Finding the enemy's lair. It's 100 to 200 meters away, but since it's not settling on a direction, it's either right above or below. Distance means it's either on tier 2 or 4. Let's try going down first. Once we start making our way down to tier 4, it'll be pretty obvious if we're getting hotter or colder. Would be easier if you use N thanks. Think for a sec, will ya? It'd be sensory overload in a crowd like this. Not to mention, I'm lousy at picking up subtle strategic tells with it. Yeah. Never forget, N has risks. My N always breaks when I'm distracted by someone talking or moving. And obviously, I can't use it while moving either. Best I could do is scope out a smaller area like the storehouse from before. Using it around so many possible hostiles would leave me vulnerable too. It'd be like walking into a slum wearing nothing but a sign that says "Shoot me." You guys are still loitering about? That's our line. What are you doing back already? I'll tell you later. The transmitter move? Yes, we are deciding if it's up or down. You realize it hasn't even been 10 minutes since you left, right? Oh, feels like it was longer. We're guessing it's most likely up on tier 2, but first we're heading down to rule out the other option. From there, we can just use the Cha-R's hidden passage to get back up. We got word to let you pass from the R and U families, tier 2. If Henry drops in, tell him that we went to the Cha-R office. Understood. Hardly surprising since we're dealing with the mafia, but something feels off. Like we don't have the whole picture, up or down. This is bugging me. Something very sus with this is correct. Couldn't you tell where on the ship you were? Nah, don't have a clue. Seems like their head formed a NEN space. A NEN space. Not a cat space. A NEN space. No. You wish you had a kitty space, huh? Cuddle bugs. Oh, look, see this? It says we've gotten further. They've gotta be on tier 2 then. That's why it was so uneasy. With the Healy boss already on one of the higher floors, there's no just cause for their war. Not only that, but it just doesn't add up for all their members to be out killing while their boss was hiding away somewhere remote. This isn't any of our business, but the Healy are likely abusing an old pact or something here. Let's go straight to the Chara office. No, we should swing by and grab Franklin first. We don't know how many men the Healy have. More importantly, we may have underestimated their power. Abusing an ancient pact, that just might be it. Even if they're a ragtag group of punks, it'd be a pain if their top brass turn out to have some troublesome abilities. Oh, God. Oh, God. Most likely that is the case. Hey, let's not forget, this is just a sideshow until we find Hisoka. I know that. True, we'd have an easier time cornering Hisoka if we use the passage to the top, but fetching Franklin would be safer, especially if Hisoka shows up during the little sideshow. Yep. Whatever, I think you're just fixating on those guys. This is an emergency announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you grave news. Please stop what you're doing and listen carefully. Well, I won't deny it. We're up against some pretty interesting-looking characters. Naga's a stalker. A good enemy. Meet Madovich, the amnesiac hitman. The only thing I can remember is how to wield a gun, but Prince Tyson still hired me to... What the fuck? I'm Himadse, the worldwide superstar. The prince is the only girl I've ever met to not know who I was. She even said I wasn't her type. Nobody's ever said that to me before. I'm Enzel. I'm actually Prince Tyson's little brother, but that's a secret only he and I know about. Dude, he scares me. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm the renowned tutor Hyoga. Under my supervision, even a mud-eating ignoramus is guaranteed to get into their trade school. I am the Prince of Planet Muni in the SR Nebula. I came to Earth in search of a wife. What the actual fuck is this? I see. The Prince has all our employees roleplay as different characters, huh? Hey, don't spoil it. Saying that kind of thing is sacrilege here. Dude, they're lying. They're LARPing! No! They're not role-playing. They've all been reported. Yes, they're LARPing. Yes, that's all you're doing is LARPing. You're going to be reborn too while you're here on the ship, Goiliano. Stop it! Stop saying you're being reborn when you're LARPing. Stop it. Risu! From now on, you're a bodyguard who looks cold, but deep down, you're really sweet. Yeah, it's reincarnated. Stop it! Stop the laughing! Isn't that my role? At glance, Giuliano and the other guy don't seem any different, but it was worrying how calm they looked after reading that Bible. There's no doubt about it. The 6 princes' NEN beast powers and that Bible are linked. Dude, they gave him LARPing powers! If that power propagates devotion, then wouldn't it be possible to envelope the king himself and just order him to end the fighting? Prince, have you handed out your Bible to the other princes? I gave all the lower princes and their mommies a copy, but they probably never read it. I don't think they junked them, though. The succession war is real tricky. It's sad, but I've got almost no pull with anyone. Did you get one to hand? Did you get to hand one to the king? It was mostly her job to hand them out, so I want to believe she did. Wait, sorry, I fucked this up. I need Mama's permission if I want to see Papa. It was mostly her job to hand them out, so I want to believe she did. That was the condition I gave to join the succession war. I wanted to turn them down at first. I told Mama that I'd never dream of forcing my kids into a succession war if I were her, and that really upset her. She said she couldn't stand the idea of the other queens pitying her. What a bitch! It seems she really wanted to win this war. Unfortunately, my only weapons are love and devotion. I'm not sorry for saying this, but I've seen this kind of shit multiple times where they're really nice and sweet and like have this utopian kind of shit going on, but like in all reality, they're like dictators and all that and authoritarian. I have seen this many a times. I have seen this in like Ranger Reject. I've seen this in Bubba Stray Dogs. I've seen this in The God of High School. So I'm not buying your bullshit. Oh, yes, and I've seen it in Cypher Academy as well. I'm not buying your bullshit. You are lying. You are full of shit. Stop it. You are lying. Prince, please speak with your dear mother and ask her to have the king read it at the very next banquet. It's very important. It could be the change of, it could change the fate of everyone on board. Wow, you're being so kind and supportive. Okay, I'll try and talk to Mama soon. At 10:10, these restrictions can wait. Why can't I meet, these restrictions can't wait. Oh my god, these restrictions can wait. Why can't I meet Fugetsu? I'm the queen mother, for heaven's sake. Don't you realize how distressing it is to keep a mother away from her child? Let me see her at once. It's completely unreasonable to lock things down like this. That's it for now. I need to do my best to convince everyone that Kacho is still alive. Unbelievable. If I can see Fugetsu at a suitable time, then yes, I'll talk. Just get everything done and get back to me. Kacho falling so soon hurts. I hated how she always looked right through you, like she knew everything, but she played an important role as shield for her sister. Fugetsu will follow my every word, but she's not strong enough to win the war. Her being in the Ministry of Justice's custody is best for her protection. I have to try and get them to let me in too. I think I returned as a ghost in order to protect Fufu. This might be my guardian spirit's ability, but if Fufu can see me, then I have to drop out of the war. I don't want to cause her trouble by draining her aura. And this is the Ministry of Justice interrogation room. If I'm the source of her weakness, do you think telling her the truth would lighten her burden? What if I've done something unforgivable? Oh, Melody, no! Melody, pull yourself together. You can wallow in your remorse on your own time. She's like, dude, get over this. Melody, pull yourself together. You can wallow in your remorse on your own time. I brought it on myself. I have no regrets. Doesn't this make things simpler? Dude, go, woman. I'll make Fugetsu the monarch. If you can't escape, fighting's your only option. I'll capitalize on the fact that everyone thinks I'm dead and the surrounding panic when they think I'm not. Dude, yes, woman. That said, I want to keep my death a secret from Fufu for now. I see. Dude, yes. In that case, when the time comes, we'll leave it to you to convince your little sister that everyone was mistaken about your death. As long as you're still around, I'm sure she'll swallow your story. I can still hardly believe it in any of this ghost or NEN business, but I have to accept it because of the Army's report and your current condition, Melody-kun. Funny, even in this hateful situation, your heart's tune is as calm as ever. I have to concur with Kacho-kun. Just sitting here and moping around isn't going to help anyone. A girl half your age has steeled herself and is counting on you. Please don't let her down. Tell us, Auntie Melody, are you in or out? Dude. Yeah, I'll help. You don't mind, do you? Not at all. Let's start with Melody-kun's predicament. A total of 5 princes have requested a visit with you. Prince 3 and 4 both want you to perform for them in their private quarters. Princes 1, 5, and 7 have gone as far as to offer you amnesty provided you put on a show. What do you mean by amnesty? Keep a secret. I know. The princes that understand NEN abilities have conned to the fact that Melody-kun must have been involved with the escape. If she is charged with aiding and abetting a crime, the penalty could be death. They're basically saying, perform for us or we'll see you in court. Dude, that is so fucked up. So it's an indirect way of saying, come help us set the stage for another assassination. Let me read this again. So it's an indirect way of saying, come help us set the stage for another assassination. What's the problem, though? It's not like lowering the amount of princes around as a bad thing. Dude! She is just fucking winning. Wow, you're cold, but where's the lie, though? She's not wrong. I wonder, there's still a great deal of higher-ranking princes, meaning too many uncertain elements, so it might not work out that well. If you walk into a position where you don't know who is targeting whom, you may as well tighten the noose around your own neck. That ability is intended for healing. The effect it has on one's consciousness is just a side effect. I wonder, would they still be as eager if they knew the ability could be stopped by simply covering one's ears? Knowledge of that countermeasure might make for a good bargaining chip in an information war. I think a bidding war between the higher princes would break out over it in preparation for the grand performance. And by performance, you mean massacre, right? If we prioritize Prince Fugetsu, it might be best to fool all the princes that have requested us. Dude, yes, I agree. to trap and purge all of the higher ranking ones ourselves. Yes! I like this plan! I think we could have success if we administered a slow-acting poison orally whilst the princes are unconscious. Dude, if you could have Fugetsu's ghost do this, that would be sneaky. I don't know if you could do that, though. If we want to do this properly, then I'll prepare all the necessary items. That would mean your head, too. That would mean your head, too, if we fail. Why would you go that far for us? I thought that was already apparent. Melody-kun, I like you. What? I've been struggling to sleep recently. When I think about what's keeping me up, I think of you. What? You and your performance have been on my mind nonstop. I cherish those moments of wonder. I've never felt such throbbing in my chest before. It was, to say the least, bewildering. Hey, doesn't he realize his metronome-like heartbeat is a giveaway? It's too consistent and calm. No way! Dude, he's lying. People assume I'm married to my job, but I assure you I'm a bona fide romantic. Is he a spy? No. He just proposed an assassination plot. Does that mean he's hired a hitman for one of the princes? I believe that prioritizing loved ones and giving them all your support is only natural. But if all the people in the Ministry of Justice, he can dispose of us the easiest. So why is he stringing us along? Many manipulators tend to present themselves as non-power users. I understand. Let's continue then. Assuming that's true of him and he's trying to trick us, he must have an ulterior motive. He does. You idiot. Like, dude, I'm not sorry for saying this, bruh. But did you really think Melody was this stupid? Like, come on, man. Roger that. I'll gather the tools. You meet with as many of the princes as possible and encourage them to attend the next banquet. If this assassination plot is his motive, does that mean his benefactor is one of the princes who didn't request a meeting? Yeah, probably. I'll get on with my own things then. We need Fufu on board, so before I explain my deceased status, I need to convince her that the top 4 princes must be defeated at all costs. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I called Kacho-chan Fugetsu. Fucking hey, my bad. I'm tired. I'm running on a little sleep. Okay, then please go ahead, Kacho-chan. Go back through the interrogation room 1. I'll use the door since I can't slip through walls. Don't you want to interrogate me some more? I'm more convinced about your sister. I'm more concerned about your sister. Plus, you'll just flex, your right to remain silent. That trick is quite a marvel. Sorry for the wait. Here we go. The safest place on the ship is here at the VIP detainment facility. As long as they remain here, even the first prince won't be able to reach them. Even the first prince won't be able to touch them. Steiner-kun, this way, please. Yes, sir. In the 1 in 10,000 chance that the first prince's personal soldiers or the royal army make its way to this area, I need you to enforce this. I can only trust an outsider like yourself with it. Okay, but... Oh god, there is a lot of dialogue here. Holy shit. Since the Ministry of Justice is the most neutral institution on this ship, it's crucial to have it declared as the central command immediately in the event of us entering a state of martial law. It must be able to act unilaterally. Oh my god. You mean a situation where the army has to take temporary custody of the 3 branches of government for security reasons? That is probably going to happen. The worst case scenario would be them declaring such an emergency and transferring all power to the royal army. Our office would be swarmed with soldiers. If such a thing comes to pass, we'd be labeled as dissidents in under 10 minutes and swiftly awarded the death sentence. Dude, that is I can see this happening. You're saying it'll be up to this place to prevent the army from going rogue? Dude, yes. I'm not privy to all the details on the succession crisis, but is it really that intense? We're not sure ourselves. It's because of that we need these precautions as a witness. Oh my god. It's because of that we need these precautions. As a witness, you've been guaranteed a safe return from this voyage, no matter what. That sounds like a death flag. But it's true, it'd be an official disaster for everyone if I were to die. I'm back. Uh-oh. Fuchan? We're persons of interest. There shouldn't be any way out. Don't tell me she's gone somewhere with her power. Where? I knew it, dude! No! Did something happen? Without me once you've left the exit, the entrance should disappear. A one-way tunnel. Is she in the door currently? Could she be using her power to hide from an attacker? Is that Caesar guy from the Ministry of Justice actually our enemy? Oh, phew. I'm so glad. Are you okay? There she is. Are you glad? Oh my god. Fugetsu, you dumbass. I'm so glad. Are you okay? What happened? Kachan, I want to tell you something. I've got a massive, huge, game-changing news. Whoa, what? It's my magic. I could only use it once a day before, but all of a sudden I'm able to use it as much as I like. Not only that, even if I'm by myself, I could still manifest a return door. I could only go back to where I started, but now I could keep investigating alone while you're resting. Fuchan, your face looks off color. I'm good. I'm better than good. I'm great. Also, the more I use my magic, the better I feel. It's like I'm overflowing with power. I can scout all sorts of places, and I'll get better and better at using it. Once I'm skilled enough, we can both get out of here. What's going on? Is this really the kind of power that grows in strength by being used? But you seriously don't look well. Please don't push yourself, Fuchan. I know. Dude, she looks fucking psycho right now. I know. I've always known that you've been protecting and looking over me, Kachan. Now it's my turn. I'll do whatever it takes. No, I want to. Oh, God, Fugetsu, what the fuck is going on with you, girl? Fuchan, I get it, but please rest a bit, okay? I'm totally fine. Well, I'm totally fine. Well, I want you to rest then. Let's lay down and sleep for a bit. We can start again after we wake up, okay? Really? She hasn't even been sleeping, so she passed out right away. Just sunk. Just sunk. It's definitely not normal, but I can't understand why. I want to check for myself, but as long as I'm a person of interest, I can't come anywhere near you two, especially Fugetsu. I'll have Caesar organize the times I meet the other princes to match both of your collection times. I'll make it so we could cross each other in the hallway. Ooh. Not good. What the fuck is this? Fugetsu's aura is dwindling so much. It's like she's using Zetsu. Those evil spirits are being drawn to her unstable heartbeat. What's happened? In just a few days, her life force has been whittled away so much. What should I do? All the spirits possessing her. If this keeps up, she'll die. I need to get someone to perform an exorcism quickly. Dude, this is not good. Please enter. You have 10 minutes. Everything you say will be recorded. Anything said can be used against you in a court of law, which is why you are being provided a court-appointed attorney. Why is her heartbeat so extremely debilitated? What's more alarming is I can't tell what's causing this change. There's no sign of any direct possession. Something this extreme should definitely leave a trace. The timing is suspect. It's very sus. It's likely that whoever's behind this is planning to use their meeting with me now to negotiate using her as a hostage. Third prince. Ooh, is he doing this? I'm surprised the prince would visit me in person. I wanted to treat you with the respect you deserve. Last night's recital was absolutely splendid. I have 2 requests. First, I wish to hear that performance once more. Second, as a token of my admiration, I wish for you to hold on to something for me. Do you wish to accept his gift? Of course. It's just a little something I made. A coin. I'm Bantan, the captain of the 4th Prince's Guard. Prince's Private Guard here in his stead. I am aware of how meaningless it is to conduct negotiations here, and so I came to ask something. Negotiation? The 4th Prince would like to invite you to his room. Are you willing to accept his invitation? It's an absolute honor, but I'm not at liberty to decide that. And that's because you are hired as a bodyguard for Prince Kacho, correct? I cannot give any answers pertaining to the details of my contract. Very well, let me change the topic. Are you against the idea of performing again? On a personal level, I'm happy to perform for anyone that desires to hear me play, so long I have enough time to prepare. That's marvelous news. I'm sure the 4th Prince will be thrilled to hear that. That said, I'm sure we could start our negotiations here. What is that supposed to mean? We can negotiate whatever you wish if you could elaborate. His heart is bewildered and full of confusion. It's not the 4th Prince's doing. That rules out Princes 3 and 4. 2 down, 3 to go. I see. So even if you are to perform at the next banquet, we can't afford to carry out our plan. Yeah, as long as we aren't sure who's behind Prince Fugetsu's strange condition, it's best not to make any careless moves. Yep.
We urgently have to find out exactly what's eating away at her before it's too late. Please hurry with the preparations of my bail. I can't do that. If I lift your level of restriction, we'll lose the ability to refuse a princess summons. It'd be the equivalent of handing you over to the first princess private guards. Okay, then go to Karapika in room 1014 and tell him everything. He's the only one we can rely on. Everything? This is no time for subterfuge. Please hurry! Seriously, a single one of their heartbeats faltered when I brought up the idea of negotiating. Does that mean the one behind it is elsewhere? Or do they never have any intention of talking? In that case, I really can't rule out any of the princes as suspects. Damn it! I can already use NEN. After hearing the details, do you consent to the contract? I consent. We could skip the water divination. No chance to catch their breath. I'll join hands with the fifth prince to Beba. Ooh! No! What's going on with Fugetsu is really interesting. Who do you think's doing it, Keys? I know. It's interesting. One of the princes is doing it, right, kitties? Yeah. Do you guys think it's the fourth? No. Who's sending these ghosts, though? Who's doing it? Who's sending this possession? This will be very interesting to find out when Hunter x Hunter gets back. It will be. Okay, now I see what this is. What this is, in regards to Kacho, this is Kacho's spirit beast, or not Kacho's spirit beast. It's Fugetsu's spirit beast. It's got to be her spirit beast doing this to her. Because she has, I believe she has a parasitic beast, right? Yeah. The thing is with parasitic beasts is it's an uncontrollable one. And what it says here, the guardian spirit beast is subjected to a true rule-like instincts. It's unable to fight other guardian spirit beasts as well as to directly attack the host of one. So it seems like the more she uses it, the more it's attacking her. Yeah, that's what's going on here. That's what it is. It's literally her spirit, her parasitic spirit beast is attacking her. That's what this is. It's nothing else but her own spirit beast doing this, and she needs to be exorcised. That spirit beast needs to be removed. If that spirit beast is not removed, she's going to die. That's what this is. Because that makes more sense. Okay, I'm glad I double checked this because I was like, there's no way that someone is like casting a spell on her or something. Nah, something doesn't seem right. So I'm glad I double checked. Thank God for the Hunter x Hunter wiki because there's so much. I cover so many series, but yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And remember who Karapika is training in terms of NEN. He is training, damn it. Come on. He is training one of the princes. Damn it. You are being stupid art right now. Stupid thing. He is training, Serenich. Yes, Serenich. He's training him. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with him, right? No, it's not Serenich. I'm sorry, it's the fifth Tebepa. Oh, God damn it. It's Tebepa. It's right in front of me. Tebepa. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Tebepa after this. With Karapika and Tebepa. But the other thing I do want to say about this chapter is the strategy going on. With I love what Melody is thinking. Melody and Kacho are thinking some good stuff. I like the way they're thinking. And you also have the LARPing is fucking hilarious. I'm not going to lie. That shit is freaking hilarious. But this lawyer, though, what is it with these fucking lawyers? Jesus Christ. But there is some ulterior motives going on. Damn straight there are some ulterior motives going on. But anyways, now let's get to the actual hiatus content. So after discussions between Togashi-sensei and the editorial staff concerning his health, it has been decided that future installments of Hunter x Hunter will no longer be released under the same old weekly serialization model. Togashi-sensei will still pen the remaining story of Hunter x Hunter to its completion with the help of the editorial team. However, the particulars of how when these future chapters will be released will be clarified in a future issue of Shonen Jump. Okay, so this is how I picture it going on. So there's a few ways this could be done. This could be, and I think I've talked about it before, he could be doing this in like in the 10 chapter. I don't think he's going to do it in the 10 chapter batches. He could, but I don't think he's going to do that. Nah, I don't think that would be the wisest thing to do. What I would like to see from Togashi is to do something similar on the lines of World Trigger, specifically like what Daisuke does. Especially now since Togashi has a team. And from what I've seen is that, especially in the author notes, because let's be real, Togashi, like, everything about Togashi's status is in them author notes. And his assistants have been posting a lot of stuff up in them author notes. The work environment's great. Everything seems to be getting done at a good pace. I feel like with the way things are, I think if he goes at a monthly, if he does monthly, I think that would work. And he could do 1 to 2 chapters a month, because sometimes what will happen is what Daisuke will do for World Trigger is he will sometimes release like 2 chapters a month. It just depends. It depends on how Togashi, how the staff is working. And what could be done is like, you know, combine like 2 chapters of Hunter x Hunter that we get here into 1 chapter. I could see that happening. The other option is to go quarterly, which I don't think Togashi would go quarterly. I don't know. D. Grayman is quarterly. I don't think he would go quarterly. No. With the staff he has now, I feel like monthly I think monthly is going to be the easiest thing to do. In all reality, I'm very curious what you guys think in regards to that. Like, even every other month would be fine with me. You know what? As long as I'm getting chapters, actually, I should say word it like this. As long as Togashi is healthy, I'm happy. But like, I think either monthly, like, straight up monthly would be great if he could get everything set. But if he wants to go like every other month, I'd be fine with that too. If he wants to do like 2 chapters, like every other month, I would be stoked with that. I would be. But like, based on what we've seen, if you follow him on Twitter and see how fast things are getting done, I honestly think that it could be said that maybe like 1 to 2 chapters a month, I think, can be done. I think Togashi is going to go the World Trigger route. And I've seen a lot of people say that that Togashi's going to go the way of World Trigger, and I can definitely see it too. I think that would be the best thing for him. I would say the worst comes to worst case scenario. The worst case scenario would him be going the D. Grayman route and be quarterly. But I just don't see that. Based on everything we've seen, I don't see it. I don't see him going quarterly. No way. I see monthly. I see maybe like 1 to 2 chapters a month. That's what I'm seeing. But I think this period here, this hiatus period that we're getting, is to like get the process set up to where Togashi has a system, a complete like stable system of where he gets the drawings done, and the assist, you know, you also have the assistants like helping with the backgrounds and stuff. And then like he has assistants like assigned to doing the digitization process, because that was the problem. I remember covering this too, on Bounding, is that when I noticed it, when he started to do the digitization portion of Hunter x Hunter, that's when the pain like really flared up. And as soon as he got assistants to take care of that part, that's when things got better and Hunter x Hunter was back on track. So I think that's how things are going to be done. Is he's gonna do his thing, have like assistants have a system where he draws, has the assistants help like do the final touches with the drawings and stuff like that, has people assigned to doing the digitization process, and I think it could be done monthly. I think it's going to be 1 to 2 chapters a month. Sometimes maybe, depending on how his pain is, maybe like every other month, kind of like, again, like World Trigger. But that's what I see. I see like a month or every other month kind of situation, like World Trigger. But here's the difference between, say, like a Togashi or and Daisuke situation with World Trigger. Is Daisuke is very careless at times when it comes to his health, and it frustrates me so much. He pushes himself way too hard. Togashi, I think he's because with the with hiring these additional assistants, I think he finally understands what he needs to do. I think he does. He realized that he needed additional help. I actually hope that he hires more assistants. He needs to have more people on his team so more work can get done. I think when that happens, if he hires like maybe an additional like 5, maybe up to 5 more assistants, so like he has a team of like up to like 15 assistants up in there. Woo! Yeah, then I definitely can see Hunter x Hunter go monthly. Like stay like perfectly go monthly. No problem. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Do I think it's going to stay in Weekly Shonen Jump? That's the one thing I don't know. If Shueisha is going to keep Hunter x Hunter in Weekly Shonen Jump. I think it would be best to, again, go the way of World Trigger and put it in Jump SQ. I think that would be the smartest thing to do. I know people are saying Jump Plus. I'm like, no. Jump SQ is probably where it's going to go. If any place, if it's going to go anywhere, it's going to go to Jump SQ. That's where it's going to go, more than Jump Plus. That's what I'm predicting. And yes, I know Jump Plus is very flexible because of what happened with Ghost Reaper Girl, and also with what's happening with Heartgear. But for me, I feel like Hunter x Hunter just feels like this is going to be a Jump SQ situation. That's what it seems like to me. Especially since there are series in Jump SQ that are getting that are in their final arcs, like Seraph of the End and what's the other series? And Twin Star Exorcist is getting to the next part of their final arc. So yeah, there's at least a couple of series that are getting into their final arc. So Hunter x Hunter going into Jump SQ would make the most sense for me. But I'm very curious what you guys think about the situation with Hunter x Hunter. Do you guys think that it makes the most sense for it to go monthly? And do you think it will go into Jump SQ like I do? Or do you think it's gonna go Jump Plus? Or do you think it's gonna stay in Weekly Shonen Jump? For me personally, I think it's gonna go into Jump SQ and it's gonna go monthly. That to me makes the most sense. And it's gonna be monthly. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Hunter x Hunter content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Friend Us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.